Number 24, the Halliday brand, 1957. Joseph H. Lewis's The Halliday Brand is one of those westerns that slips under the radar but hits with surprising power. It's a family tragedy disguised as a frontier story. It's a tale of hate passed down like an inheritance. Shot in crisp black and white, it feels more like a noir than a western, but that's exactly what gives it bite. The story follows the Halliday family headed by Big Dan Halliday, Ward Bond, a respected rancher and town sheriff. He's admired by his neighbors, but feared by his children. On the surface, Big Dan is a pillar of order. Underneath, he's consumed by pride, prejudice, and control. The film opens with a flashback that sets the tone. Big Dan hunts down a man accused of stealing a horse and kills him without a trial. That act of violence poisons everything that follows. The town turns uneasy and his family starts to fracture. His son, Daniel Jr., Joseph Cotton, idolizes him, but he begins to see the truth and he knows his father's justice is just another form of tyranny. Lewis, who made Gun Crazy 1950 and The Big Combo 1955, brings the same hard-edged intensity here. The camera frames the Halliday home like a cage, full of tight spaces and uneasy silence. The Western landscape feels secondary to the emotional one in a world ruled by one man's ego and the damage it leaves behind. When the family tragedy deepens, the movie shifts from a domestic drama into something almost Shakespearean. Big Dan's moral blindness drives his loved ones away one by one. One son tries to please him, one son rebels, and their sister, Julie, Betsy Blair, becomes collateral damage. By the time the final confrontation comes, the ranch is turned into a moral wasteland. Bond is excellent as Big Dan. He's charming, stubborn, and dangerous. He never sees himself as a villain. He's a man convinced he's right. That's what makes him terrifying. His sense of justice becomes an obsession, and by the time he realizes what he has done, it's too late. Lewis fills the film with small, powerful moments like the way shadows fall across faces and the way a gun glints in lamplight. Every image feels loaded with guilt and consequences. The result is a movie that's more emotional than action-packed, but every scene hits hard. The Halliday brand isn't about the West as myth, it's about the West as inheritance. But it's also about how hate and pride are passed from father to son, from sheriff to outlaw. It's lean, bitter, and deeply human, ending not with triumph, but with silence. In Joseph H. Lewis's world, the real violence isn't in the gunfight, it's in the legacy we leave behind.